Hey everybody, this is Doug with Liberty Disaster Relief and the Liberty Farm. Um, I wanted to make a video. Recently we had a zoning hearing and I made the point that we've had alternatingly a couple of guys that are on staff um, being security guards out at the farm at night because of the incidences of vandalism that we've had. A lady that was there was overheard saying essentially that there'd never been any problem out there before and that I was making it up, presumably to justify having two people out there, which really makes no sense at all. I don't know what they think, like we're trying to sneak everybody out there or something a little at a time, or I don't know what, but why they would want to be out there willingly and stay up all night and whatever when nothing had happened is sort of goofy. So I don't think people are thinking through what they're saying. And her argument was there'd never been any problem out there before, and so he must be making this up. Okay, well, hate to tell you, you're lying. Now, maybe you're lying out of ignorance, but if you watch this video and anybody else that's going to take this position and you continue to hold that position, then you'll know you're lying and you have no excuse. So I'm going to play the videos that we posted at the time or that we took at the time of the damage, and you can watch and decide whether I'm making it up or not. I could interview the caretaker of the property, Bobby, who's been there 10 years or so, who can tell you there's graffiti all up inside there. There's drywall broken. Even just coming, if you had come to the open house, you would have seen spray paint in the office, windows broken out. We've spent I don't know how many man hours and how much expense, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, replacing transformers, fixing wiring that was cut, and we're not anywhere close to finished yet. The word from the guys that ran the haunted house was that every spring, when they'd every summer when they'd come to get ready for another year, they'd have to fix all the stuff that was damaged by the people that broke in. Bobby's had to weld things to block doors and make bigger bars and make stronger doors to keep people from getting in there. The sheriff told us that he'd been on the force 10 years and it's been a constant source of problems with break-ins and parties and damage out there. The neighbors told us that lived immediately against our property that there were constantly people trespassing on the back of our property, hunting and doing stuff. The cave used to be open all the way to Rocky Hollow Lake, and people would get in the back of the cave through an entrance back there and get drunk and sometimes get lost, and they had to close that off years ago. Okay, so I could present innumerable witnesses, and you can call the Clay County Sheriff yourself and ask if we have police reports on the damage that was done out there in the last few months and how much incidences of problems there have been out there all along. I've talked to people up and down Old Quarry Road who have had people breaking into their sheds or breaking into their houses or damaging their property. This has absolutely been a regular problem that we intend on putting a stop to once and for all by occupying the property. Now, anyway, so I'm going to show you the video that we took of the damage at the time, and then you decide if we're making it all up just so that we can have a couple of guys losing sleep watching stuff out there. Anyway, I thank you for watching. My hope in this and some other videos we're going to be making is just to dispel the misunderstandings, gossip, slander, or flat-out lies that have been flying around. I think shining the light of truth on an issue is the best bet so that people can understand what's really going on and not rely on whatever they might have picked up on the grapevine or been whispered in their ear. Thanks for listening, watching, and you're welcome to call or email or come by at one of the open houses or whatever, and we'll get to know you, and you'll see that we're perfectly sweet, reasonable people. Thanks very much. Bye.
Hey, everybody. Well, you never know when you wake up in the morning what you're going to have to deal with around here. My challenge for today, Friday the 17th, I've got to get the forklift at the cave fixed because we have no way to unload trucks. We're not sure what's wrong with it. I think it's the coil, the ignition coil. The gas tank's also leaking. So I get up, I go to O'Reilly, we find an ignition coil. I get the stuff to repair the gas tank. We come out, we try the coil. Sure enough, it fires right up. But we've leaked a lot of gas all over the place. And the starter doesn't work, so the starter button, so you have to hit a screwdriver on the solenoid, and it makes sparks. And it ignited the gas. So we're throwing dirt on the forklift as fast as we can to ignite the gas fire that could blow up the gas tank at any moment. One of the guys manages to think that 2-liter bottle of soda would work, so he shakes it up and sprays it all over underneath where it's still burning. We managed to get the fire out. Now we got a gas tank full of rocks. I come outside, we get the gas tank off. We're going to go to O'Reilly, get a new gas line, and get it working. And I think, hey, what's the yellow truck doing way over there? Because it was parked over here last night when we left. And then I think, hey, what's Rusty's truck doing shoved up in the hill with the windows broke out? Because it was parked right here last night. And, oh, hey, what's Bobby's truck doing over there bashed in the side and moved way out of where it was? Well, evidently, somebody got on the property. That's our burn pile with junk out of the haunted house. Somebody got on the property last night, got in the yellow truck, and decided to play bumper cars. Smashed Rusty's truck. The tailgate is completely off. It's full of doors that we were going to use, which may or may not be usable now, that I paid a couple $100 for, and it's shoved way up in this hill here. I don't know if they just hit it once or several times. Rusty's been holding on to this truck even though it doesn't run because it blew a rod, hoping that someday we'd get it fixed. And I don't know how bad it's hurt now. For sure the tailgate. But that's kind of heartbreaking. And then they smashed into the side of Bobby, the property caretaker's truck. And then I think trying to get it turned around to take another pass at whatever else is out here, they got it stuck. And mostly ran the battery down trying to get it going. So we're going to have to jump start the battery and then figure out what to drag it out of there with. And I got insurance on the yellow truck, but it's the least hurt. And we had a car parked out here stored for Jenny and Scott for the summer for their kid that's in college. And luckily, he didn't take a shot at that. But this used to be a place where kids would come vandalize all the time. And I don't know. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Just stupid. No reason for it. Destruction. And someday they're going to need a food pantry. And they're going to come and they're going to say they're sorry. And we're going to forgive them and feed them. Because that's what we do. But this is just stupid, stinking warfare. And I still gotta, now I've got to wait for the sheriff, do a police report, then fix the forklift after I go get parts, get all the flour, rocks, and soda off of it, and then have a meeting at 5 o'clock to get on a plane at 8 o'clock to go to Idaho. So anyway, please pray for us. It's a lot of warfare. Just, I don't know. The guys, in the truck are like, do you think it's Satanists? I'm like, well, there's only Jesus and everybody else, you know. So one of the vans at the ministry house had a broken windshield yesterday. So it's just stuff that happens, you know. Anyway, here comes Sheriff, so more later. Bye.
This is Ransom and them. We've been, I don't know if this shows me or not, but and this is the damage that was done. Some of it looked like they had some Roman candles and drew some straws out. This is stuff we're moving. They got into the cans and some of our long-term storage. This is Dave checking his trailer. It looks like it's in good shape. You can see here from the other day. So anyway, this is all the stuff that's out that they kind of tore up and played in.
Well, you know, kids or whoever's doing that will come back after this.
They might, but we have a new presence here, and it starts with a capital P. And this was where the truck was thrown up in the corner over there, if you can see that. Yeah, with Rusty's truck from the previous video. And the fire pile. And we got the bread truck in. And so we will just make use of everything and get it all cleaned up and get everything in. Anyone that would like to come and help or spend a vacation out here or a few days or a weekend, fly on in. We've got plenty of work. And we're thankful. Might as well occupy till he comes. This is Ransom, and he's talking to Angela and Carrie with her sweet shades. Hello, they are waving. Hi, Angela.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Carrie and Miss Sharon.
She's waiting here for.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the sheriff. He'll be here in just a minute,
Okay.
and then we're leaving. Knocked our pipes out. These two pipes, which have to be put together. And then did a circle out here in the grass. Can't really see it. And then they did damage to the car. Turned the wheelbarrow over. Somebody had taken a Roman candle. Here's where all the damage happened. Got in there and got into things. But they threw a Roman candle in here. And right there, it didn't catch fire. You can see it burned, but it didn't catch anything on fire. They ruffled through things, but didn't really take a bunch. And then they put a cross on the back. So bless them, and we will staff this, and the insurance will replace the windows.